Hey, what's up everybody out there in YouTube land? Deer Hunter DVM coming to you. I wanted to show you, we're doing some post-season strategizing here, and I wanted to show you something real quick. Hey, there goes a woodcock. I want to show you something real quick here. I'm just in this tiny little, like, junky drainage. Focus on me, bitch. There we are. I'm in this giant drainage that sneaks out here from the timber, and it's kind of a junky little spot, but it's a good little thumb that sticks out into the perimeter of this field, and it cuts the field almost in half. And on both sides there's tons of bedding cover that are also fingers. So if you walk up here, here's what I'm planning on doing. I'm gonna create a trench all down through this, all the way out to that tree right there on the end, and I'll be able to get in quiet without giving away a whole bunch of my surroundings. That's a great big ass maple tree there. And so we get up in this son of a gun, and it'll overlook this whole field edge right out through here, with a bit of a blocker right here beside us. So I could definitely get a lone wolf. I could definitely get a lone wolf in that thing. Have to do some significant trimming. It looks like that sucker's been struck by lightning, so it may not be a great idea, but I feel like a guy can get a strategic advantage here, because here's what's going to be next year. Okay, you come out here to the wide open field. Come with me, and let's look back at the tree in a bit. Okay, all right, there's your tree. There's 40 yards. I don't know if you can see it or not. Right there on the end. I've got bedding cover on both sides here, there, over here, and they transition out across this middle. Now, you're going to say, well, that looks like kind of a junky spot. It is, and I hate it, but I had an encounter with Dobie, a big 6-year-old, that 8-pointer I've been trying to work on for 2 years, down in this creek basin here, and I know he frequents this every November, December. So he doesn't stay here all year long, but when the doe starts cycling, he stays there. So I had an encounter with him, and he walked by my stand and actually came out right here by this tree. If I'd been sitting in there, I'd have whacked him. He came out, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little kind of a little gappy hole right there. He came out right through here, and I'd have killed him. Now, you may not get within bow range here, but next year this is going to be corn stalks, and the farmer that farms this piece leaves his corn stalks standing. So what that means is there will be a food source here. And what that means is there will be does here. And what that means is Dobie will be here. And I'm counting on him being here about the same time of year that he was here last year. And I know all that sounds pretty far-fetched and shit, but anybody else got a better idea? Because I sure don't. I've tried and tried to do my best on this animal, and I just can't get it done. He's, you know, one of these deer that just likes to beat you up pretty good. So I'll show you some more here in just a little bit. Actually, let's just drive right in and take a look here. I'll show you what I mean. All right, so again, there's our tree right there. You see him right there. I like that idea. Stick it right there over that center point. Might not get him with a bow, but during muzzleloader season, I'm gonna smoke him from here, 200 yards and in. But let's go down here and I'll show you some of the sign that I've got. So he definitely frequents this creek basin here for some reason or another. Now I'm not really sure why. So there's not a whole lot of like super good cover and shit, but it's like really low, like a kind of like a half pipe. And I feel like that's his security blanket here, because if you approach him on either side, you see how this kind of dips down in it like that. Come with me, I'll show you. So come on through it. All right. So it goes big half pipe, right? Now I want to show you some of this clinical sign that I've got in here. If you walk around to the edge here, so you'll see my tree stand right there, and he's skirted right around me, and it leads out there to our friend the end cap tree. So I just missed getting a shot at him in here. He's just threw too much crap to shoot through, but I know I'm in the right spot in the right time of year. Just have to be patient, come back in and wear the spot out. Come here and take a look at some of the sign that we've got. You know, again, kind of a weird little gimmicky spot, but there's the tree stand right there. And I had him on that other side of that half pipe over there, and he came down this creek basin and out that half pipe side out there to that end cap tree that we were just talking about. So I just missed him, but I'll show you why he's in here, or at least I know I've got some evidence of him in here, because of the type of rubs that are here. So you got these old softwood trees in here, and look at here. Yikes, right? Dead time here, here. Oh yeah. And there's my monitoring camera, and I don't really come in here that often to check it. But the downside with this is it's such a pain in the neck. It's this kind of half pipe design, and you can't get in here on him without giving yourself away on either field edge. So you either have to come down the dead center of it and walk the creek in and step on him, or you have to hunt the perimeter and the fringes. So I feel like that stand of mine is in a good spot. I almost killed his ass out of it, but I don't know, it's just frustrating. When you know you've got one figured out, you just really can't do much with him. So that's what we're kind of in here looking at, really. I'm going to make some modifications to the stand site, and I'm going to hang one over there in that end cap tree, and actually hope to kill him with probably a muzzle loader. And I know all the bow hunters out there going, no, don't do it, but I'm going to get him killed one way or the other. I'm tired of dealing with him. But I feel like that, you know, I feel like I probably should have killed this deer already, and I'm just not rubbed my rabbit's foot right, so to speak, and I haven't gotten lucky. But these damn hedge trees are what killed me last year. I didn't do a whole lot of early season trimming, and it wound up kicking my butt. I could have had a shot at him at about 45 yards or so, which is a bit far, but man, if I'd have just trimmed one out, I'd have been a lot better shape. But these hedge trees also make it a hard, you know, there's ain't hardly a straight tree in this bunch, but you know, I know darn good and well this is one of his runs that leads out there to that end cap tree, and there's one of his runs that leads out there this way, and I know where he beds too. He beds up there in this little point where there's more of these cedar trees up there. So, you know, the question is do you keep squeezing him here, or do you kind of back off and wait for that time? So I guess what the kind of moral of the story of showing you all this is there's always more than one way to skin a cat, and in this case you need to do your work for him right now when the crops aren't in and it's starting to dry up, and it's not so wet and cold outside. So now, in between now and the end of turkey season, it's time to be moving some stands and getting some places kind of tailored for what your goals are for next season. But this is going to be a pain because out here in this field where the end cap tree is, there's going to be a bunch of standing corn there. So you definitely want to try and get all your, you know, quote, stand work done before the corn gets in, because otherwise it's a pain in the neck and you'll never do it. So anyway, that's just it. I wanted to show you all that, kind of walk through and how my mind works here. There's another rub all the way up there. I'm not sure if you can see that one there, but he's got some clinical sign in here for sure. Wish I had a nice, great big telephone pole straight tree right here. I'd try it. But anyway, let's go look for some shed antlers and see if we can't find them.